Your ex came back to you after a no contact period. What the hell do you do? I completely understand how confusing this can be, how difficult this can be, but it's also incredibly exciting because it proves to you that the no contact period actually worked. And if it worked, that means that you stand a chance at winning your ex back. And I guarantee you, based on how you are feeling in this moment, forgive my French, you probably don't want to fuck it up. And I understand that. So, what do you do? How do you navigate this? I wanted to provide you with some instructions, right? Some steps, some tips for you to be able to position yourself in such a way that you have a greater chance of winning your ex back now that you have finished a no contact period. So first and foremost, I congratulate you and I commend you for going through the no contact period. I know that is not easy. It is incredibly difficult. And I tell people all the time, it sucks. There's no way around it. But now that you are on the other side of it and your ex has come back, there is the actual potential for you to win them back. So again, I wanted to provide you with some tips, some steps for you to be able to really solidify it and really increase your odds of winning them back. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Coach Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach, and I am one of the head coaches here at With My Ex Again. And I help people every day in these types of circumstances and situations. So I, again, wanted to provide you with some tips. So the first one, the primary one that we have to take a look at is you have to evaluate your emotional state, right? The entire purpose of a no contact period is for you to reinvest in yourself and to utilize something that I call the 3 R's, right? So you reevaluate your circumstance, you reinvest in yourself, and you reinvent yourself. So however long your no contact period was, whether it was 15 days, 30 days, 60 days, whatever it is, you should have utilized the time wisely. You should have spent that time figuring out what you were accountable for in the breakdown of the relationship, what your partner was accountable for, what your needs are, what your expectations are, boundaries that you're willing to set, things that you may have stopped doing that you once used to do that made you happy, that contributed to that kind of loss of self-identity and self-esteem and self-confidence. And if you have done all of that work and you are now in a position where you can really show that off, then jump right in. Take advantage of this opportunity that your ex has come back to show them that. However, the second part of this is setting boundaries. And again, if you did that work during the no contact period, then you have studied and you have learned ways in which to set boundaries. Maybe that was your issue in the relationship, was you had a difficulty setting boundaries. You had weak boundaries. So it was possible that your ex may have, taken advantage of that. And if they are the ones that broke up with you and they are coming back to you to try to get you back, try to win you back, you have the advantage. You have the higher ground. And it is very important that you set boundaries based on the lack of needs and things that were fulfilling you in the relationship before. So for example, if it is one of those circumstances where you felt like your ex was emotionally unavailable and they didn't invest a lot of time in the relationship, make sure you are setting that boundary ahead of time. If they are unwilling to invest time, if they are unwilling to spend more time with you, then what are the repercussions of that? Does that mean that you end up going and doing your own thing? Does that mean that there is a potential for you to walk away? Whatever the case may be, you have to be very confident in what it is you plan on doing. Have a goal set in mind and communicate that ahead of time. Now, I know that's a little bit difficult because if you're trying to reattract your ex, you don't want to bring up the past relationship. You don't want to bring up heavy things. But again, it's about being very hyper aware and reading the room and knowing when to present that at the right moment. Now, in the beginning, it's just about the reattraction phase, right? And just having fun and kind of dating again. The one thing that I always caution against is jumping directly back into the relationship when your ex comes back. Give it some time. Allow yourself to date them again. Allow yourself to show them this new person that you are and gauge whether they have done the work themselves, whether they have improved on things that were an issue for you in the relationship so that you feel more confident in making that decision and pulling the trigger to get back in the relationship. The third part of this is to continue working on yourself. The end goal is not for your partner to come back to you, right? Most people think that. Most people think, okay, sweet, I want my ex back, game over, we're done, I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. But that's the wrong goal. The end goal is to maintain and sustain the relationship when it comes back around a second time, because you do not want to end up in the place that you were before. And in order for you to maintain and sustain that relationship, you have to continue to work on yourself. So the things that you've been working on this entire time, the things that you've been focusing on, and the things that you have been taking accountability for and being introspective about, continue doing them. It doesn't stop just because your ex comes back around. And the final thing is be comfortable with dating, right? Yes, you dated at one point. Yes, you were in a relationship at one point. But that doesn't mean that you jump right back into it because it's something that you're comfortable with. That is one of the primary problems, right? And maybe one of the issues as to why the relationship ended in the first place. Take your time with it. You're trying to build a new foundation. You're trying to build a new dynamic. And in order for that to happen, you have to give it time. And you also have to rebuild a level of trust. So that is going to require you spending some time dating this person again, right? Because at the end of the day, even though there are aspects or qualities about yourself that are the same from before, you've also upgraded yourself. So there are new things about you that this person is going to have to learn. There are new things about this person that you are going to have to learn. And if you try to navigate that after jumping directly into a relationship, it may add some pressure and it may cause some conflict. So take your time. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I love to hear what you have to say, so please make sure you leave comments down in the comment box down below as well. I try to read it as many as possible. I try to respond to as many as possible. Maybe you just want to know a little bit more. You want to dive in a little bit deeper. You can visit us at www.withmyexagain.com, where we have a multitude of different articles and blogs and videos related to this subject and many other subjects as well. As I've said in many of my other videos before, we have an incredible products page where we have curated courses, tailored courses for you specifically for what your needs are. And if you're trying to figure out how you can change the dynamic of the new relationship, how you can really attract your partner, we have tons of products around that. We have a product on how to attract your ex back for women, how to attract your ex back for men, the reset method. There are multiple different resources that you can utilize. So I highly recommend heading over there and checking out all of our courses and products. I guarantee you guys, they will change your life. They will change the direction in which you are currently going, and it will have the most positive results for you. Now, if you feel like you just want to talk to somebody and you need more of a curated, tailored plan, you can book a one-on-one coaching session with either myself or any other of the amazing coaches that we have on the team via the website as well. Again, my name is Danny. I hope you are staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you soon.